Now the last or the on an important single gene disorder disease is muscular dystrophy. In muscular dystrophy, what happens? It is a group of disease that cause progressive weakness and loss of muscle mass. That means in muscular dystrophy, what happens? Abnormal genes are in muscular dystrophy is a group of disease that cause progressive weakness and loss of muscle mass. Uh, Muscle mass in muscular dystrophy, abnormal genes interfere with the production of proteins needed to form healthy muscles. Muscular dystrophy. From the term itself, you can understand that your uh, this gene, okay, this muscular dystrophy, from the name itself you can understand that it will be related to the muscle irregularities in the muscle. What happens in this type of disease? There is a progressive weakness and loss of muscle mass. That means there will be loss of formation of muscle, and there will be weakness. Like your progressive weakness means you will feel very much weak, and your as your overall muscle formation is getting hampered. So the weakness or the loss of muscle is quite natural. Okay, in muscular dystrophy, abnormal genes interfere. That means the single gene which is getting some mutations, what this gene do, they interfere with the protein production to form healthy muscles. That means the protein required for the formation of the healthy muscles are totally disrupted. Okay, there are many different kinds of muscular dystrophy. Symptoms of the most common variety in childhood, primarily in boys. Other types don't surface until adulthood. Okay, that means we call it MDM, that is muscular dystrophy syndrome. In this, what happens? This is they are of different kind. Okay, but mostly, uh, sorry, okay, mostly what happens, the symptoms are mainly observed in case of children. Okay, and most preferably in boys, and then other times don't surface. That means other varieties are also there of muscular dystrophy. They does not, they are not expressed in adulthood. Okay, they are mainly seen in the childhood phase. Some people who have muscular dystrophy will eventually lose the ability to walk. Some may have trouble breathing or swallowing. Okay, some people who have muscular dystrophy will eventually lose the ability to walk. That means as this muscular dystrophy is mainly related to the walking or the muscular movement, so what happens, the people will have muscular dystrophy, will not be able to perform their normal function. Okay, so lose the ability to walk. Okay, some they may have trouble breathing or swallowing. Okay, normal functioning of swallowing and breathing are also disrupted when you are under the influence of the disease muscular dystrophy. Okay, now there is no cure for muscular dystrophy, but medication and therapy can manage symptoms and slow the course of the disease. What happens, there is no cure for muscular dystrophy. Okay, that means your muscular dystrophy, still now there is no medicine has been developed and no therapy could manage the symptoms. So this single gene disorder muscular dystrophy is quite a concern for a person. So this disease mainly not only influence us in the in every aspect of our movement and life, but if you are inheriting this disease from your ancestors, then there are no cure for it, and they have to manage, without any therapy or medication treatments. Okay, now moving on to the symptoms, signs and symptoms. What are the signs and symptoms of the muscular dystrophy? Okay, and what is happening here, the main sign of muscular dystrophy is progressive muscle weakness. That means, as I mentioned earlier, that as this is a disease of disease related to the muscles, that means there is a lack of formation of proper muscles in case of muscular dystrophy. Okay, so some mutation in the genes lead to the interference with the proteins who will be forming the healthy muscles. Okay, so signs and symptoms, the main sign of muscular dystrophy is progressive muscle weakness. That means some muscle weakness will be there, which will mainly lead to the formation of muscles, formation of disruption in the muscle formation. Okay, then special signs and symptoms begins at different stages and in different muscle groups. Okay, then what happens, your it can happen at different ages but in different muscle groups depending upon the type of muscular dystrophy. But in the last slide we have mentioned that mainly the children are affected. Actually, muscular dystrophy are of very many types. Mainly the major varieties which have been seen are mainly seen in the case of children's, but adults are less affected. But in some varieties adults are also affected, and which also disrupts the muscle formation and everything. Okay, now typically appear between age 2 and 3 and may be included. Okay, typically between the age 2 and 3, as I have mentioned, that this syndrome is mainly seen in case of your childhood, I mean small children's. Okay, so from the age 2 and 3, the muscular dystrophy is commonly seen, and the symptoms are frequent falls. That means the child will frequently fall down, and there will be less amount of integrity in their movements, difficulty getting up from lying. That means the overall movement and posture and sitting position, everything gets disrupted when you are showing the symptoms of muscular dystrophy. Trouble running and jumping. That means in this 2 to 3 years, mainly the your child should move about and should able to walk. But if you are suffering from this type of diseases, the child faces the problem of running and jumping. Okay, welding gait and then walking on the toes. That means normal walking was not observed. The child was seen to move around in their toes. Large calf muscles, and muscle pain and stiffness. There is an overall growth pain will be observed in the your children's, and there will be stiffness. Learning disabilities is a common symptoms. It has been also seen in case of your which disease, this Huntington disease. Learning syndromes are also have been seen. Then in case of your FSX also, learning disabilities, see where I've seen, yes, learning disabilities are most common in case of FSX also. So there is a similarity in between the different type of diseases in uh, causing due to the muscular dystrophy, then your Fragile X syndrome, Huntington disease. That overall the voluntary movement of the individual is getting affected when they are mainly affected by the single gene disorders. Okay, most of the diseases are muscle oriented. Most of the diseases are affecting the normal movement of the individual, and beside that, there are some other diseases also which are affecting the which are mainly affecting the other aspects also, like your they are affecting the lungs, like the cystic fibrosis, uh, as I have discussed earlier. Then another important disease, that is sickle cell anemia. This is a very crucial disease, because a person suffering from this type of disease are very much detrimental, as this anemia is a very severe one. And the as there is less formation of red blood cell in the body, the body also uh, turns around to jaundice, as I mentioned last day, that your yellowing of the skin can cause jaundice. That means from one disease many disease may arise, and this may lead to the proper functioning of the body. Okay, so this lecture ends with your uh, muscular dystrophy. Mainly in this section you have to read about what is single gene disorder, and what are the different type of varieties are there, like autosomal dominant and recessive. What are the main criterias of these varieties? That means how they are regulated, how they are inherited. And then you have to read about the 5 diseases, the symptoms of the 5 diseases. The diseases are cystic fibrosis, then your sickle cell anemia, then Fragile X syndrome, and then Huntington disease, and finally the your muscular dystrophy. All these type of diseases are mainly bent upon changing the overall movement varieties of the individual, but they also affect other aspects also, like your lungs, like the anemia and all. Okay, this is all about your today's lecture, students.